This is a review of graphing for week 4 in this math course, and in fact it deals with the same data you were supposed to use in creating your graph. So anyways, you were supposed to add a title to the graph, which would be changes to minimum wage according to year. And hopefully you write your information much neater than this, but I'm making my point there. Across the x-axis, you've got the year. Along the y, or the vertical axis, we've got minimum wage. And they actually give us in the chart, in 1986, minimum wage was $4.35. So they've plotted that first point for us. If we find 1986 on the graph, which is right there, and we go up the line, you can see that when you go across to the y-axis, or the minimum wage axis, it hits $4.35. Now what you need to recognize when we look at this axis is that each line represents 20 cents. So we have $4, $4.20, $4.40, $4.60, $4.80, $5. And that will help you to plot the graph and read the graph as well. This marks 1986, and we go up. The pay in 1986 was $4.20, 40, almost 60 cents. So in 1987, if we look up at the chart, in fact, it was $4.55. For 1988, if we go up, we go across, so it's $4.20, 40, 60, 80, not quite $4.80 an hour. If we look at 1988, it's $4.75, which is correct. So then let's go to 2005 and plot it. So here's our 2005. We're going to have to follow that line up. And we need to find $7.45. Well, we go $7.20, $7.40, $7.60. So it's just above this $7.40 line. I'm going to change my color here to red so you can see me move across a little better. It's not $7.40. It's just above. So we end up plotting our point just above there. And in 2005, that's where our pay would end up on the graph, $7.45. Let's plot 2004. So in 2004, it was $7.18. So we follow up the line, and it's not quite $7.20. So it falls just below the line where those two lines intersect. Okay? And then once we get all the dots on our graph, we connect them, as you see they have done down here. We'll do one more point. 1995. Oh, okay, so now we got to skip all the way down to 1995. And this is why I believe it's called a broken line graph, because we don't have consistent intervals along the bottom. So we jump from 1995 to 2004. Anyways, so we need to get to $6.85. So $6.20, $6.40, $6.60, $6.80. It's going to be just above that $6.80 line. So we come up to just above $6.80. Holy cow. So since 1995, there hasn't been a huge increase in minimum wage. Now, we're going to have to plot the rest of these points on our own. But essentially, you're going from there to there between 1988 and 1995. So there was a huge jack there.